down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Hey, check mega.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Dolphins at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Strike. Check strike.
The first carry for the North Texas man is Jeff Wilson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Get ready.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. The 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Wilson with a first down carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Mostert. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Caught on the slant. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 70. And the Dolphins will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Ready, set. 6, 7. Black ultra. Ready.
On second and 12, Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Cousins gives way to Cook. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In motion, Hill. On 2nd and 12.
Tua.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They complete it to Hill.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Sanders is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So, Charles, they get to their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can.
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Rolling to his left.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. To throw is Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. 2 and now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we couldn't counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Here's Hill on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Looking to pass. Tua.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
One of the showstoppers in the league. A nice catch there by Tyreek Hill. How about this for a statistic? 6 seasons, 6 Pro Bowls, and this guy continues to be one of the game-breaking players in the NFL. Now using his speed down south of Miami after his first 6 years in Kansas City.
Here we go, back. Black one. Stretch. Ready?
A handoff running left is Mostert, and he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here we go.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now this time, Tua's going to throw it, and that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Center's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. Hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
25 yards that time.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I won't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Throwing is Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Play action now. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Cook up the gut. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have... A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Second down, here's Mostert again.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
Let's go now. Ready.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.